Welcome back to the White Stoner channel here on YouTube. This is your host with the most, White Stoner. So I just got done watching the Royal Rumble. It was a show. It was just as good as last year, I can say it. So first off, going in watching it, I thought it was gonna be bad. But it turns out it wasn't that bad. So I'm not going to stay too long talking about that because I know you all are going to do your reviews on it and shit like that. So I want to see your guys' videos first and then hear your guys' opinion before I make mine. So if I have the money, I might wait to do the review with the DVD. And then if not, I'll just wait a few days and so I can hear your guys' opinions first. But the reason I'm here, I'm continuing on with it. So today's video is if I could change WrestleMania 3. So this was at Pontiac Silverdome, Michigan, 93,000 fans. So a while ago, I did my favorite decade WrestleManias, and this is my favorite WrestleMania from the 80s, so, so basically, let's go into this. So this was basically the first WrestleMania outside, I want to say. It was a lot of fun watching it, and it's still one of my favorites to this day. And because it was big, just because it had the most amount of crowd until WrestleMania 32, doesn't mean this WrestleMania was perfect. And this WrestleMania was not perfect in any shape or form. We had the Can-Am Rick Martel and Tom Zink versus the magnificent Don Morocco and Cowboy Bob Orton. That match was pretty good. I wouldn't change anything about it. It was just fun to watch. We had the Phil Nelson Challenge, Billy Jack Haynes versus Hercules. That match was dumb. I would basically just change it out. Really myself, I would just take that whole match out. And then this time I'll let you guys pick. So instead of having the Phil Nelson Challenge with Billy Jack Haynes versus Hercules, what would you guys pick inside of that match? I know I'm not the only one that didn't like that match. That match was dumb, and it ended in a disqualification for both of them. We had Hillbilly Jim, Little Beaver, and the Hannigan Kids versus King Kong Bundy, Little Toko, and Lord Littlebrook. So this was Hillbilly Jim and his two midgets, or small people, whatever you prefer, versus King Kong Bundy and his two small people. This match, again, wasn't perfect. It was different, and I enjoyed it, so I wouldn't actually change that match. We had Junkyard Dog versus Harley Race. That match was decent. Harley Race won, so I'm okay with that. I like them both. If Junkyard Dog won, I would be happy. Harley Race won, I'm happy. So I like them both. That was a good match. We had the Ragu Brothers versus the Dream Team. Brutus Beefcake, over there is the signature once again, and Greg Valentine. That match was okay, I guess. I think the Ragu Brothers won. So I would have had Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine won instead. I could be wrong. I haven't seen this event in a long time. We had a hair versus hair match, or a hair match. Roddy Piper versus Adrian Adonis. Basically, they're trying to represent this event like WrestleMania 23. It sounds like. That one I don't remember who won, but I do remember Roddy Piper was cutting the hair, so that was a good match. We had the British Bulldog and Tito Santana versus the Hart Foundation and Danny Davis in a 6-man tag team match. That match was a little too long for my standards. I would have shortened it a little and then called it good. We had Coco Beware versus the Natural Butch Reed. Again, another decent match. I think it didn't go on long enough, so just give it a few more minutes, and then it would have been perfect. We had Randy Macho Man Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for the Intercontinental title. Honestly, this is one of the greatest Intercontinental title matches at WrestleMania there ever has been. Really, the only thing you could change about it is the winner, and you could still call it a great match. You could really go back and forth with this. Have either one of them win and call it a fucking day. But Ricky Steamboat won, and that's a fucking great. I love it. Jake the Snake with Alice Cooper versus Honky Tonk Man. That match I don't remember who won, but seeing Alice Cooper at WrestleMania was really cool. I like his music, so. We had the Killer Bees versus Iron Sheik and Nikolai Koloff. It was okay. I mean, not much to change on that. It's still a decent, good match. So. And then we had Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. So, this match is easy. For me, I would have had Andre the Giant win. Why? Because he's such a legendary human being. He was the first giant that I know of in wrestling. I could be wrong about that. But I still think every time I watch it that Andre the Giant's going to win, and Andre should have just walked out of this WrestleMania with the title. Yeah, he turned heel here, but people throwing the debris at him and shit like that when he first came out, I think that would have ended WrestleMania 3 really good with Andre the Giant with the title. So, what I would change was still have the slam heard around the world, which technically wasn't the first slam. But Hulk Hogan still slams him at WrestleMania 3, goes for the leg drop, and then Andre the Giant kicks out, and then does his finisher after a few more minutes, and then Andre the Giant wins, is what I would have that main event. So, I hope you all enjoyed this kind of long, kind of short video. Stay tuned for WrestleMania 4. If I could change that, stay tuned for the next Royal Rumble review when I get around to it. Stay tuned for the 2021 Royal Rumble when I decide to make that one, or I just might stay in order. So, if I could change WrestleMania 3. So, you all know what you're doing. If you're creeping on my channel, you better subscribe. Because I know there's 70% of you that isn't. And you 70% better subscribe. Or quit creeping on my channel. And, leave the channel alone because you're bothering it. LOL. And your host, White Stoner, is going to tell you to leave a like before he leaves this video. So leave a like on this video. And don't forget to turn the bell notification on. Your host with the most, White Stoner, is out.